them later. But let's keep it pushing, Lonzo. Something that I just saw in the news just before the show that bothered me a little bit. New England Patriots fan was killed this past weekend when a Miami Dolphins fan punched him. Let me give you the story. Are you familiar?
I've heard about it. Didn't get into the details.
Let's break it down. Yeah. So witnesses say the two got into an altercation. A few people were trying to pull both of them apart. When they were pulled apart, the Miami Dolphin fan punched the guy in the face. The guy falls to the ground, never wakes up. Father of two. Now the man who punched him, I'm assuming, will most likely go to jail for a very long time over a fucking football game, dude. Over a football game. Talk to these kids out there. Let them know when you decide to punch somebody, that can lead to them falling on the ground, busting their shit open, dude. And now you have bigger problems.
You know, everybody wants to be a badass till you accidentally kill somebody. Okay? Ain't no such thing as accidental death in California. When you hit somebody and they die, you just got a manslaughter beef. Nah, he got to be whooping your ass real good to get self-defense. He got to be whooping your ass real good. If you're fighting somebody and they die, you have a manslaughter case. Okay?
Yep.
If they fall, slip if they fall and slip on oil due to your actions, you got a manslaughter beef. Okay? I remember one time, man, my son actually may have saved my life. I was going to do somebody really pissed me off, and I was about to go to his store and whoop his ass. I'm tired. It's been a long time. And my son was about 3 years old. And at that time in his life, everywhere I went, he wanted to go. Everywhere I went. And I would take him most of the time. And when he couldn't go, he'd have a fit. This is one of them times. I'm in the studio. He came back there, saw me putting on my shoes. I'm pissed off. Daddy, where you going? I got to make him run, man. Can I go with you? No, man. I want to go. Daddy, let me go. No, man. He started crying, and it gave me enough of a pause to stop and say, you know what? This dude has a bad heart. If I go kick his ass, he dies. Okay? I just got myself a manslaughter beef. And I left it, I leave it alone, man. Yeah. I called him up and cussed him out, but I didn't put hands on him. Okay? And he eventually died from a heart attack. Okay, that's how bad his heart was. He eventually died from a heart attack, and that's a true story, man. So when you think about shit you're gonna do to somebody, be prepared for the consequences. Because it don't take, you go to court looking stupid. Oh, I didn't mean to hit him. I didn't mean to push him. Dude, that ain't how it go, man. That's not how it go. Oh, he called me a bitch, and I hit him. Okay, you just got yourself a case. But he died. He died because he called you a bitch. You hit him, and then he died. You're going to jail to be somebody else's bitch. Okay, that's real talk. It don't get no realer than that. Okay.
Yeah,
and
that's fact.
Dude, I learned at the club. I used to have a bad habit of getting between fights. I stopped doing that shit. I stopped doing that, dude. I stopped doing it. It was a situation that got real bad, got crazy one night, and somebody grabbed my chain, was about to snatch it, okay? And I don't do that. And whoa. Don't do that. Because now if you do that, I gotta kick your ass, okay? Because I caught you before you snatch it off my neck. If you're trying to run with my chain, I'm gonna kick your ass. And I realized, damn. And it was a little. The person wasn't that big. In fact, it was a girl. It was a lesbian girl who thought was playing tough. I said, I can't win this fight. I cannot win this fight. If I knock this heifer out, oh man, you beat up a girl. If I let her take my chain, you let a girl take your chain. I can't win this fight. Look, let go of my goddamn chain. Call somebody so we can square up or whatever, but let go of my goddamn chain. And finally, after about 5 minutes of talking, my female guard got her to let go of my chain. And she threatened me, oh man, I'm gonna call my brother, call my uncle, call them. We can square up, but me and you can't do nothing. So you got to understand, man, some fights you just can't win. And especially if somebody dies, you're not going to win. You're just going to spend a bunch of money on a lawyer to hopefully get you less time because maybe it was an accident, but you're still going to jail. you still got actually losing everything you got. You still got actually losing everything you got.
And the messed up part is the average guy doesn't have money for a lawyer, so you'll probably get one of them whack-ass public defenders whatever they
public pretenders.
Public pretender. There you go.
Public pretenders. Now, all that fighting you see in court on TV, on Law and Order, they don't do that. They don't do that. That's TV. That's some TV cap. That's bullshit. All right, Mr. Williams, you killed somebody. You looked at 15 years. We can probably give you 12. Huh? Well, you killed somebody. Somebody died. Well, man, it was actually no. Well, you died. He died, and they're gonna give you some code shit, some new code that a law that just was implemented just right before you killed this person. And now it's justification. Well, if you had a gun, you've been drinking. It's manslaughter, or don't. And I tell my son, my daughters, do not do anything behind the wheel of a car drinking, man. That's vehicular manslaughter, mandatory. Do not pass go. You're going to jail. I won't do nothing, man. If I've been drinking, I'm gonna sit there till I sober up. I'm not gonna do it.
I'll spend $150 on an Uber.
I'll call the Uber, come get my car
I'm
tomorrow.
telling you, man.
I'll call
do that
my Uber
often.
I'll call the Uber and come get my car in the morning. Okay? Nope, not gonna do it. It ain't worth the ride, dude. So before we get off this one right here, I tell people all the time, what we're about to fight over is not worth my lawyer or my doctor being involved. Both of those professionals are very expensive. Your lawyer, if I whoop your ass, I got to call my lawyer. If I whoop your ass, or if you whoop my ass, I got to call my doctor. Both of them are very expensive. So whatever we arguing about, you calling me a bitch, bald head son of a bitch, whatever the case may be, it ain't worth those two people getting involved in my life right now. So learn to walk away.
Facts, dude. OG Steve, that's a great question. I'm going to get to that because that's something I wanted Lonzo's opinion on. So just sit tight. I promise you that's going to be our next story. But I want to dig a little bit deeper into this football game thing, Lonzo. There were actually several fights at various football games this past weekend. But this is the unfortunate one that led to someone dying. Do you think this has always been happening, or is it we just have social media now, so we're seeing it more? Are people more angry now than they've ever been? What do you think?
Everybody, in my opinion, wants to be a badass. Being a badass is the hottest thing going, okay? And most of the time, you get caught on camera, you go viral for a minute, nobody dies, nobody go to jail, but you can get the clown for a minute. And with all these cameras, and everybody's mama got a camera, everybody's quick to post that shit. That's probably one of the main reasons why we see so much shit. I know they've been fighting at Raider games for decades. But nobody had a camera. Nobody had a camera to really film it. So with everybody having high profile cameras with 4K, and the instant, as soon as you post it, it goes viral. Dude, people have all the incentive in the world to videotape it and put it out there. So that being the case, I think it's been going on for a while. It's probably increased a lot more over the years because of the violence, and some people have a yearning to go viral, man, and whatever the expense may be. Anybody that would rob something and put the money in, I got him a day, woo woo woo, man, they just want to be seen.
And I got to say this, Lonzo, because we always get the brunt of BS, but 90% of the videos I saw of the fights, because I watched the whole compilation of fights all over the country, white people. I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. And I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but I'm just throwing it out there. White folks love their football, I guess.